Hi, my name is Caitlin Shawwaker. I'm one of the art teachers at St. Ursula Academy. So season 1 of the Tiny Door project was focused on home learning because our last part of last semester was at home and students could make things out of air-dried clay, so it was easier to prepare and then finish up those projects. Now for season 2, we have the chance to be in school again. Therefore, we can fire pieces and make them more durable and permanent. More than anything, actually, the excitement grew. I've never really done 2 projects from one semester into the second semester in a row. Usually I follow the same sequence, but it felt more available to continue the same project, and then seeing interviews from last semester excited students from this semester to make awesome doors, and having friends that have already done it really inspired them.
My tiny door is based off the aquarium, so I really wanted to dive into the realms of intertwining fantasy with real life. So I really want the viewer to think of what's behind these tiny doors. So I wanted to do a little octopus smiling at you, and then the blue is ocean and you're walking into the ocean, and I covered the whole thing in glaze. So I wanted to create a look like it's wet, like it just came out of the water.
So this is just a tiny door that I made as part of one of my projects, and it is for Dunkin' Donuts. I love their coffee, I'm passionate about coffee. I made this by rolling out a slab of clay at first, and then I rolled out a thicker slab, and then I rounded the edges to create the dome effect. And then I placed a thinner slab on top of that to mimic the frosting. And I added just little details such as the little handle and the sprinkles.
I love the Tiny Doors project that Ms. Shawwaker had her students create. I love community art and have always been involved in the community through art. So I was really excited to see her get students involved in this aspect as well. She told me that someone suggested that there was a map of where all the tiny doors are located in Toledo. And so I asked her if she had any overlap with students in her current ceramics class that I had last year or a previous year in our Women in Digital Art class. And she identified Kate Ortiz, who I had last semester, and is fantastic in digital art and ceramics. So I suggested that Kate could use the tools and techniques she learned last semester to create a map of the tiny doors, because it makes it just so much more meaningful to have a student create it and be a part of that process as well.
So in digital arts, we did a vintage postcard unit, and so I was really inspired by that. So yeah, I just brought in different elements. I had a lot of creative freedom, so I could make it how I want, as well as organized and presented the right information.
So this semester I have about 30 students, so that means 30 more doors in the community, and even a broader area, including Sylvania, Maumee, and all around the greater Toledo area. So the scavenger hunt will allow you to take a photo, #TinyDoorsSUA, submit it on social media, whether that is Instagram or Facebook, and then you might have a chance to be featured on our Instagram pages or Facebook pages. So it's supposed to bring the community in even more and have kind of a checkbox map kind of scenario, something to follow and get them excited. So, go to 4 doors in one part of the community, maybe 4 doors in another part of the community, to just, increase the excitement about it.
My favorite part about this piece are the glazed windows, because the rest of the piece is acrylic paint, but the windows really stood out with all the different colored glazes, and it captured the element of El Camino.
If someone sees this door at Dunkin' Donuts, I'm hoping to brighten up their day just a little bit, because I think that it's very cute. As you can see the size compared to my hand, it's very tiny, so I think someone who spots it, they'll want to get up closer to it and see what it's all about. I hope that this project inspires others to make other little tiny doors for other small businesses, or just make your own tiny door.
I love ceramics. I can definitely say that it's one of my favorite classes, being able to create what you imagine. And I think it's really cool that I got to be a part of something like this, especially in a year that so many setbacks, that I can create something positive for the community.